the new job is tough. I am getting up at 5:30 in the morning to be in the van for 6:15 to drive 2 hours for Oxford, work till 3 o'clock, and then come home. And I get paid very well for it, but I'm very, very tired. And this is, I don't know why I'm telling you this. Stories in it. This is why I wanted to get back into it. So I've tried to do one of these. I tried to do one of these at the weekend and it didn't go so well because I babbled too much and I got myself into a corner and I couldn't remember why I was making the video in the first place. But there have been 3 things that have given me a small something to talk about. So it gives me an opportunity from roll from one thing into the next thing into next thing, and we'll see how this goes. Number 1. John, I've forgotten what the topic was now. John put one of his videos up and it was talking about collecting and stuff like that. What was it? Oh, that's right. Fuck, this is a terrible start to a video. Bear with me. It's only going to get worse. Are we spoilt for choice? Is there more than we deserve? Are we in the current halcyon days of collecting because of the amount of stuff that we can have? Well, sort of. Yes. There are lots and lots of lovely things recently. But I do think, I've always thought this, I've thought this for a very long time, there is way, way too much. They need to take one of the lines out and extend the time between lines by a couple of months. And this is something that I don't suffer from now because I'm not buying. But this is something that I have suffered from in the past, in that there's just not enough time to get the things that you want. And then the new wave comes along, which means the old wave disappears. And if you're a normal buyer where you get a bot a month, maybe, it's very, very hard to get what you want within your budget and be happy with it. And I think the pace has been too fast, not just for Legacy or anything like that. I think the pace has been too fast for 5 or 6 years now, because stuff is just getting churned out and churned out and churned out. And I don't really think it's giving people an awful lot of time to sort of slow down and take stock and appreciate what they have, because it's just get this lot, talk about it on YouTube, bang, next lot comes up, bosh, 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 gotta buy more. And that feels like kind of where we're at the moment with the Hasbro stuff. It's top quality. I'm not saying it's good or bad. What I'm saying is that who on earth is keeping up at the moment? Because there's a lot of stuff. The second thing that came up was from a few people. It was one comment in specifically, but it got under my skin. I just wanted to do a topic on that last topic and it wasn't enough. And then this next thing happened on the afternoon that I wanted to talk about this thing. I saw a few people be not exactly ecstatic with the latest range of Legacy figures because there wasn't any G1 in it. I fucking hate that. I hate that. And I've had this discussion with Emily. All we have had for a long time now, apart from obvious examples where the same theory is applied but for a different subsection of the toy massive, all we've had for as long as I can remember now is G1 shoved down our fucking throats for so long, it's unbelievable. Now, I get the G1ers need their G1, and I understand G1's place in the whole toy thing. G1 is the beginning and will almost certainly be the end of everything. It will all go in a great big circle back to G1, and then the next cool thing will come along for a little while, and then when that cool thing dies out, then robots will come back again, because Transformers are very cyclical, and for a while they're really cool, and then they dial back on them because another thing is cool. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That kind of stuff, you understand? And a new franchise comes along that gets everyone all hot under the collar. And then they chase that for a little while. And then that is the time when that's died out, they'll revamp Transformers again, put a different spin on it, and just redo all G1 again and in a slightly different manner. But I have seen a few people complain that the Legacy line is full of stuff that isn't for them. Well, that's fine. If it's not for you, that's fine. But just remember that G1ers are so damn spoiled at the moment. I mean, literally, they just jizzed all over your faces for so long, giving you 99% of what you want. And it was Emily that pointed out the other day that the stuff that hasn't been brought out, the stuff that hasn't, there's a hole in my collection. The reason that stuff hasn't been brought out, it's because no one's going to want to buy it if it gets made. It's going to be so niche that it will be a financial flop for the toy company that create it. And I think that's, so be it. So be it. I understand that you want to complete your collection, but there are the Brads of this world that absolutely adore Energon and Armada and that trilogy. Ben Waspshot must be over the moon with getting the Legacy hot shots and things like that. Loads of my friends, loads of people in the community as a whole is going to be very excited about Leader, Armada, Megatrons and stuff like that. So let's just know that you've had your time. You have a beautiful suntan from the spotlight that is G1, and let's just let all the other stuff just get in there for a little while people have got enthusiasm for it. Let's just let it roll along. And then the third thing that popped up was a question that John asked again today. This is a John Greaves special. And I don't necessarily want to disagree with him on everything, because I think John thought it was really a fantastic time for being a Transformers fan. And you know what? He's absolutely right. It is a fantastic time for being a Transformers fan. But at the same time, I think Hasbro, the people that make them, are screwing you to the wall. I don't know how to say this without... John collects mid-sized bots. He collects whatever was the classic line or whatever, and whatever that chug, essentially. And he really likes them. And he's got a really nice collection. But John has fallen foul of third party. You fucking crackhead. John has fallen proud of third party and has fallen in love with some expensive bots that don't necessarily fit in with his collection. And he asked the question, is it okay? How would you deal with it? Where do you fit if you start buying bots that aren't in your collector focus? And I have a very, very serious thing to say to that. Dear John, you have made a rule book that you feel guilty about breaking, even though you created your own rulebook. It's a bit strange. I don't know why you inflict this guilt upon yourself of wanting to buy a toy that doesn't fit with my collection, because you're a grown man, and if something tickles your fancy, you're allowed to have a little dabble on it. And I worry that we, the proverbial we, the community, this is what it's about. You gave me the stimulus. You asked the question. This is the answer. I'm not telling you off. Do what the fuck you like. This is how I interpret it. Why do we follow these weird rules about what collector we are? I mean, personally, as a collector, if I were to give myself a kind of title to cover the bubble, I would probably say Dirty Crackhead Hoarder, because there's so much. I don't believe in being a classics chug collector. I believe that is your focus because they're the things that you like and you can achieve an attainable collection of them. But I don't think that's the collector that you are. I think what you are is a collector. I think everyone needs to be a collector of things that they like. Because being a masterpiece collector, being a Hot Toys collector, being a stuff like that, I don't know why people inflict rules on themselves and then feel bad about the rule that they've inflicted on themselves. It's a very, very, very strange and very, very, very common odd human trait, and I don't get it. Maybe that's my weird little form of autism that I seem to be suffering from as an adult. Maybe it's not understanding normal human conformities and constraints. Maybe lots of therapy has given me an awful lot of clarity into how I used to behave and then see in other people. But to your question, John, if you want to get bots that don't fit within your little thing because they are the golden little shining bits that make you smile, get them. And if it doesn't work out and you don't feel a massive, massive belonging to them, if they don't engulf you and you don't want to pick them up constantly, then do what so many other people seem to be doing much, much better than I ever achieved, which is just get one, have it for a little while and sell it. Lose 20% on the top end price of having it, get most of the money back, invest that into something that you do like. It's that easy. It really is that easy. It's just us stupid freak transformer hoarders that just get stuff and then think, it's in my precious. And it is me. I am it. It is me. I'm so ashamed. I think this is how videos are going to work now. I'm just going to let stuff rumble around inside my head, and every now and again I'll try one, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. And I will desperately try to be honest, and I will more desperately try not to hurt anyone's feelings. And if I ever talk about you in one of these videos and you sit there and you think, is he talking about me? I could be talking about you.